Hello, guys, and welcome back to once again another live stream here on the VB Thomas platform. As usually on Thursdays, we've got the international racing community with once again another race in their season 13 today, as it is going to be round 13 of the Japanese Grand Prix. It is going to be a banger. It's going to be a short qualifying, unfortunately. Thank you very Rob. All right, hold up before you go again. Hello, it's been a long time since we spoke each other, so you most definitely need to shoot me a DM because I was uh I was talking about you with other people, and yeah, just send me a DM. I will answer after the stream. But yeah, hello guys, international racing community race as it is going to be season 13 of round 13 of the Japanese Grand Prix. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be a short qualifying and a 50% race. Usually we do a full qualifying. Today it is going to be got the right season in it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's let's forget that. And it was the round, by the way. I think, oh no, I said season 6, right? Okay. Let's ignore that. But we're gonna have the Japanese Grand Prix. I already said this 3 times. I don't know why I'm saying it again, but we will be talking about the previous race. As I changed my layover a little bit, I hope you guys like the new font, as it is the same with the starting soon screen right now, so doesn't really matter. But yeah, the previous race we saw a very good race from the new runner Vettel. And then we had Sami Lados in P2, who had a pretty good comeback race, and then Tem Shadow in P3, not too bad either, as it will still be Tem Shadow in P1 in the championship. But that race was full of chaos and a lot of penalties. I think, I'm not too sure. All right, track information. The country is going to be Japan, as it is going to be the Japanese Grand Prix. Population is going to be around 125 million, with the first Grand Prix being in 1987. So that has been a long time ago, and you can most definitely see that on the track, as it's not really very new like Miami is, for example. Then the most Grand Prix won on this track is by Schumacher. He has won 6, not 8. I've made a mistake once again. He has won 6. No! Wait. No, he has won 6. I googled it. I wrote it down wrong again. Quality record is going to be around 127, 1 minute 27 seconds and 0 tenths. Then the lap record is going to be a 130.9. So actually, the quality record and the lap record are separated by 4 seconds. That's quite a bit compared to tracks like Spain, where it's going to be uh, 115 and then a 117 or 18 as fastest lap. So yeah, you most definitely see that the drivers are really slower in a race than the actual qualifying. So let's go straight over to the track layout, as it is a very interesting track. Total numbers of laps will be 27, and the best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, where you've got a not so very hard braking zone, so you can easily go side by side through that corner. Then turn 7, let me have a quick look where turn 7 is. Oh yeah, a long left-hander. If you get a good exit out of turn 6, I think you can most definitely make a move around the outside there. Then turn 11, eh, well, it is worth a shot. Turn 11, it is a U-turn, so I wouldn't expect too many overtakes to happen there. But I mean, Japan is always a nice track to have battles on and just keep it clean side by side. You have not a lot of space to work with, but you've got to do what you have, right? So the circuit length is going to be around 5.8 kilometers, quite a long track, as the race distance will be 156 kilometers. But usually on Japan, the races go past very fast. So, and now let's talk a little bit more about the strategy, as we will be having a medium hard, a soft hard, a hard medium, or a soft medium soft to work with multiple safety cars. Because I do think there's going to be a couple of safety cars here, and then, of course, tire degradation rate not that high, and neither is the tire overheating probability. So there's a lot of strategies you can work with, but the most logical would be medium hard strategy. That my predictions for these races, well, for this race, as it is only going to be one race, I think Vettel is going to have a P1 again. So Vettel P1, Temps P2, and I'm going with ooh, 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 ooh. I'm going with Mystery P3. Number of safety cars 2. Biggest winner is going to be Mystery. Biggest loser might be... No, biggest winner I'm going for Vettel. He didn't have a good qualifying pace in Saudi Arabia either. So Vettel, biggest winner. Biggest loser. The Annihilator. Fuck you. No, that's a joke. But yeah, fuck you. No, that's a joke, guys. Oh no. Oh no, this is broke. Oh no. I can put the thank you later on, but it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna go straight into the race. As you can see on the left side of your screen, there is the standings. Temps is still leading the standings here after round 12. And who's in P2 actually? Is that Intronsic? He got kicked out of the league, so we won't be seeing him getting any closer. And then we've got Samiladas in P3 with only 3 points trailing on Intronsic, so he might be able to get past the Alpine driver after this race. And then Built and Matt in P4, Mystery in P5, so absolutely a great top 5 as Built and Matt is trying to climb up the ladder here. So is Mystery. And then you've got Scenario in P7, who's not going to be in the lobby today. And then constructors wise, McLaren is all the way up top with a lot of points in front. Then you've got Alpine in P2, no ID because they don't have any drivers anymore. Although Vettel is a Alpine driver, no, he's Williams. All right, Vettel is Williams. Let's ignore the fact that he's Williams. Well, talking about Williams, they're in P3 with 180 points, so I do expect the Williams team to get past the Alpine team after this race. Only one of the two drivers has to finish into the top 7, I think it is. Then they'll get past them. Aston Martin in P4 and Red Bull in P5. Alfa Romeo is not doing very great as they don't have any drivers in the league. Well, in the race today. Mercedes has got one driver, Risi, but he has not been on a streak recently as he finds himself all the way in P16 in the driver standings. And then you also have Ferrari being in P8. They do have 2 drivers in the session today, Noki and Roscoe, but both drivers find themselves in P10 and P18 in the actual driver standings. Shout out to Temp. Let's get a Papaya 1-2. Oh, Roscoe retired from the session. That was interesting there, right there. But yeah, I was looking at the standings real quick, so we will be looking at some laps right now. I'm pretty sure that Gotards is on a lap. He's got to watch out for the Ferrari on the outside of his track right there. As my game just froze for some reason. Thank you very much. Steve Penny before, not doing a bad job himself with a 132.0. Can I have a quick look what the quali record actually was, a 127.0. These guys are running, well, Dem Shadow is the fastest in the lobby. He's running 3.5 seconds slower, so the guys will have to pump up their speed a little bit more. Oh, pump it up. Yeah. Come on, guys. You gotta pump up those engines, pump up those tires, and pump up your feet because you are working with your feet. Well, yeah. Funny VB Thomas jokes once again. Mystery and P12 right now. As we're gonna have the track map once again. Safety car song has a new rival. Oh no! Oh no, guys! This. Yeah, well, and it is actually pump it up, not bump it up, but. Oh wait, bump it up could work too. Well, it's how you interfere. How do you say that? How do you take it? I don't know. Mystery is the only one to still need to set a lap, as he is in P13 right now, but he is usually a top 5 driver in qualifying, as he's gonna get on across the line with a P3, a 131.3, so not too bad from the Aston Martin driver, as we've got Vettel in P6. He usually has that race speed, but not usually the qualifying speed, as we are seeing the exact same thing here in the Japan Grand Prix, as Vettel finds himself in P6 right now. The Williams driver not doing a bad job in the qualifying, as this is only his second race in the international racing community, and actually his first race was a race win, so he's doing an absolutely amazing job. And as I said already last race, it is something with this league, bringing new guys into the league, and then those guys get top 3 their first race and then leave all over the sudden, or just get a good qualifying, fuck up the race, and then leave once again. So it has nothing to do with the admins, as it seems like Vettel is one to keep here. He's really clean, he's really good, he has the pace, he gives us some good racing on track, as he usually doesn't qualify that great. Currently in P6, and I mean, if he qualifies in P6, but his race pace is really fast, he's gonna deliver us some good battles. And I do think that he's gonna be battling with Godarts and Mystery, who are usually having a little bit of a pace issue during the race, a bit of consistency problems. I mean, Godart's a little bit more than Mystery. Also, the Annihilator not very consistent in his races, but I'm pretty sure he's trying to compensate that with a good qualifying here, 130.7, as he finds himself right behind his teammate. I mean, 410s is quite a bit, but in league racing in this league, it's not that much, as the guys are really having a big distance between each other pace-wise. Double Cream Cat, who seems to be in the lap, and he's one of the guys I would say is not that great in qualifying, but he always manages to get it done somehow, getting points during the race and just keeping it consistent. And I mean, that's key in racing, just keeping your car on track. And Double Cream Cat, I think he has gotten a lot of points already the last couple of races, where I think he's into the top 15 in the driver standings, and he has made good progress. He's even in P13, so nothing to blame for the AlphaTauri driver, as I did him a bit dirty at the beginning of the season, telling that the Built and Mad Double Cream Cat combo was an interesting one, as you've got a fast driver and a slow driver. But I do think that Double Cream Cat has made a name for himself here during season 13, trying to get points every race and just doing whatever he can. So not doing a bad job either. So is Reezy, as those guys, well, Double Cream Cat and Reezy usually battle with each other. And of course, that is going to deliver some good footage for us during the Japan Grand Prix too, as AZ Dog seems to be struggling a little bit here in the Japan qualifying, as he finds himself in P12 with a 132.5, and that is not very great. The qualifying is still 6 more minutes, but he is in the pit lane right now, so I do expect him to come out pretty soon, as his teammate Steve Penny is also on an outlap. We will have a quick look, as he is currently in sector 2, but he finds himself right behind Samilaras, I think that is, as Vettel is now coming across the line. He's not improving, unfortunately, but I do expect him to get, well, I mean, I'm not sure. I hope he's not going to improve, because then we're going to be able to see a lot of overtakes from the Williams driver. There's a yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 3, and that might be someone who crashed coming across the last corner, and that might have been the Annihilator. No, it is not. It is going to be, no, it's not going to be Tem Shadow. I'm not too sure what happened there. Might have been someone crashing in the pit lane for some reason. Annihilator is on a fast lap right now, and I know he's watching the stream, so let's give him some. Ah, he backs out. Boo. He heard it. He heard it. Mystery in P4. He is on a fast lap though, coming across the last couple of corners. This little chicane here is quite a difficult one to nail, in my opinion, as you need to carry a lot of speed coming out of the last corner just to be able in lap. You were in the lap? You weren't in the lap. No. You are lying, Niall. Mystery is gonna go for another one though. Mystery is gonna go for another one. Oh, it takes a lot of curb down the inside there. That might have been a little bit of a mistake, because I think you need to take turn 2. No, it's in. I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, in lap. All right, makes sense. But as I was saying, I think turn 2 or turn 3. I think turn 2. You should take a wide line coming through turn 2. which Mystery definitely didn't. He took a very tight line coming through that corner. Might have costed him a couple of tenths here, and we don't know if he's improving by any chance. And let's get the lap data up real quick. As on the right top of your screen, you will be able to see how much he is improving coming into sector 3, and hopefully it's going to be a few tenths that he can get off his time and try to compete with the top 3 here during the qualifying. Pretty sure that Built and Matt is also going to put some time off his time. Mystery coming across the line, 0.3 of an improvement. That is not going to put him into the top 3, but maybe he can get a couple of tenths off his time here in sector 3, as he needs to nail this chicane a little bit better than he did before to be able to compete with the top 3. Takes a tight line throughout the last corner, 0.2 of an improvement, as he will put a 131.0. It's not going to improve any laps, any positions, but still not too bad from the Aston Martin driver, as Built and Matt is not improving either. Doesn't seem like he is really feeling comfortable here around Japan. Coming across, ooh, he gets the corner. Is that allowed? That is a question. He is the league owner, but if anyone wants to report that, make sure you do, as that was something illegal. Ars comes across the line. Is he going to be improving? I don't think so. Oh, it actually is. 0.6 of an improvement is going to put himself in P4, and that is going to push Mystery back to P5. Skotar's not too bad himself either here during the Japan Grand Prix, and he sort of given up at the beginning of the season, but it seems like he's all the way back up. And Gotars, who has some off days, but also some good days. And it seems like Japan is going to be a good day for the Red Bull driver today, as Tem Shadow comes across the line with a 0.3 improvement, and that's going to put him in a safe spot for the pole today, as I don't think anyone is going to be able to compete with that. Maybe the Annihilator, but he needs to make sure that he's going to get across the line on time, and I'm not too sure how many more minutes there is going to be right now. Still 1.2, well, one minute and a half left during the session, and he's going to be able to get there. So we will most definitely look at the Annihilator's lap, as he's going to be the biggest rival of Tem Shadow today. Maybe Tommy Lara's in P3. Is he on a fast lap? 0.7 of an improvement. I'm not too sure that was this lap. I don't think so. But he's going to go and try to go for another one though. Coming across the second sector line. He is improving by 1/10. And if he keeps on driving like this, he's going to push the Annihilator off P2. And he's going to capture P2, of course. Then coming across this turn 11, a very difficult one to nail. Do you take a tight line or do you take a wide line? That is the question you need to take. Well, you need to ask yourself as a racing driver. Sometimes the tight line works better, but sometimes the wide line works even better if you want to make an overtake around the outside. Now Tommy Lara is coming across this difficult section. I mean, it is very difficult to nail the corners perfectly, but Mystery retired from the session, and right now Tommy Lara is coming across the third sector line, while second sector line, not too much of an improvement. Maybe he can get some time off here during sector 3. The Annihilator retired from the session as he couldn't improve anymore. And the only driver who's going to be able to improve here is Tommy Laras, and that is going to be almost 1/10 of an improvement, but he is not going to get into the top 2. So I think the top 3 has been decided already, as Gotards is not improving anymore. What is Vettel doing? He is still in the lap. So this is going to be the main problem for the McLaren guys up top. And we don't know if Vettel is improving by any. Ooh, 4/10 for the Williams driver. So we might be able to see him fight for that top position here. Ooh, takes a white line. That might have been a little bit of a missed braking point there by the Williams driver, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to cost him a lot of time, maybe 1 or 2 tenths. He was already up by 4, so it will give him already 1 position on AZ Dog. Annihilator, who's trying to be the perfect second teammate, is going to hold everyone up. just let Temp Shadow take the lead by a couple of seconds. Vettel improving by 1.3 seconds. That is gonna be dangerous for the Annihilator here. Let's have a quick look what Vettel is gonna do. Almost had a snap there. 130 point. Ooh, I couldn't see. Where did he end up? P2. So the Annihilator will have to make a dive bomb down the inside on Vettel to be able to hold him back, of course. Vettel, the Irish driver. Now the Annihilator is in P3. Temp Shadow took the lead there. We've got Sami Ladas in P4 and Godarts to finish off the top 5. Then we've got Mystery, Steve Benny, AZ Dog, Noki, Built and Matt, Double Cream Cat, Reezy, and Roscoe, who wasn't able to get any quali lap out here in the qualifying. That's not going to be a problem, as it is not going to be a full qualifying, so the drivers will have a chance to prove themselves wrong during the actual race coming up right now. So we will have a little bit of a break, and then we will be getting back to you pretty soon. Alright guys, welcome back. This is gonna be round 13 of season 13 of the international racing community, as all the drivers are currently warming up their tires, trying to set themselves on the grid with some heated tires. So we're gonna have a quick look at what tires everyone is running. Hard tires for the top two, then we've got the Annihilator on medium tires, so is Godarts, and then we've got Sami Ladas in the middle with hard tires, Mystery with hard tires, and then we've got P7 all the way to P9 on mediums, and Built and Mad is the only one disturbing a 8 streak, well 8 medium, well 8 medium tire streak. I don't know, well, Built and Mad is going to be on hards, the rest is going to be on mediums. So Built and Mad is going to go and try to go for a long run on these hard tires, trying to get good strategy to work with a late safety car, hopefully, for the AlphaTauri driver. So is Mystery. Then, of course, the Annihilator tries to go for mediums to overtake Vettel at the beginning of the race. Hopefully, well, hold him back. But that's something to look out for here during the race. Gonna be looking at the position changes. So you want to have a quick look how many positions everyone is losing. Most definitely, who is gonna get pole here? Well, not gonna get pole, but like first place. Yeah, you know what I mean. It is gonna be 5 red lights here for the Japan Grand Prix of the international racing community. And away we go as everyone... Oh, the Annihilator has a great start there, trying to make the overtake on Vettel. Tem Shadow has a bad start, and Vettel takes the lead here. The Annihilator is going to try and chase the Williams driver down the inside. There's already a yellow flag. Mystery retired from the session, as this might be a safety car already. It is going to be a VSC for sure. Godarts... Ooh, chaos. Not sure what happened there, but there was some debris. That might have been Double Cream Cat with a broken front wing. As I saw some gray, but no, it seems to be Tamiladas. It seems to be Tamiladas. Guys are overtaking each other under yellow flag, so pretty interesting. As there is going to be a big gap all the way from Rizzi to Tamiladas. It seems to be green flags again, so we will be focusing on these two. Well, these three, as they took their lead already quite early during the race. As AZ Dog took a lot of positions there. He came all the way from P12, I think, or P11 to a P4, as he's going to be chased by his teammate Steve Penny here in P5, Gotards in P6, Noki in P7. And Samiladas doesn't seem to have a great start here of the Japan Grand Prix. Might have had a little bit of an issue with Mystery, as the Annihilator is having a battle with his teammate here, Tem Shadow, who trying to get past his teammate, as he is definitely the faster one out of the two. But the Annihilator is running medium tires, so maybe he's going to try and bring Tem Shadow to Vettel to be able to make a two-way overtake. Noki is trying to make a move. This is chaos. Into right here too. Built the Mad is not getting spun, I think, but he is most definitely coming into the pits, as he might have some front wing damage to deal with. AZ Dog has some front wing damage too, as he is all the way at the back of the grid right now. He was looking at a great race, but couldn't keep it consistent, or he got overtaken, or he got crashed. I'm not too sure. But Tamiladas is getting chased by Rizzi right now in P7. As Rizzi is 5 tenths behind, that's not too bad. The telemetry is glitched once again. Nothing the game can... Well, the game can do about it. Nothing the league can do about it. But it seems like the Annihilator has caught back up to Vettel. He is within 1 second here, as Rizzi... Ooh, Rizzi and Roscoe, both of those drivers in turn 6 and turn 7. As it is going to cause yellow flags, and they might have some front wing damage too. But whoever is going to finish in the top 10 today is going to get some good points on the board. So I don't think 10 drivers are going to make the end of the race. Especially in Japan. I mean, it's a very difficult track to keep your concentration on, and whenever you're not capable of doing that, you're going to be spinning into the wall. Most definitely in sector 2, where you've got that turn coming out of turn 8 into turn 9, and you've got a hard braking zone to the right side. That's basically a 90%, well, a 90 degrees corner, and that's very dangerous for the drivers to get, well, past for 27 laps. So yeah, it's usually common that the guys are making a mistake right there, as the DRS is enabled already. AZ Dog was trying to have a battle with Built and Mad, but he doesn't seem to keep up with the pace of the AlphaTauri driver, as the Annihilator is trying to make his way through, well, to P1. 6 seconds between the two right now, as Tem Shadow had to take a little distance between himself and his teammate. This is 1.3 seconds behind. This was turn 9. I was talking about the 90 degrees corner, where you can easily get onto the curb and just spin into the wall. And then it is going to be race over for the Japan Grand Prix. Roscoe comes into the pits. Once again, might get retired or might not. Mario. Well, no, he's still in the league, don't worry. But he couldn't be there today, unfortunately, as I'm not too sure why. I think he was out of town or something. He didn't have the opportunity to race tonight. But yeah, most definitely he's got the pace these days. I mean, he's well, let's say it like this: these days he hasn't been that consistent. But well, he's a great racing driver. He's got the pace. He's usually fighting for top fives here in this league with a very competitive grid. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't be there today. We'll have a quick look. Where is he on the standings? I think he's like the 7th, 8th, right behind Timmy. So he must be able to overtake him, as Timmy is not in the league anymore. Well, he's not actively in the league anymore. He races every now and then, but that's it. AZ Dog right behind Built the Mat, so we might be able to catch a little overtake there as they're coming. Oh, he's gonna have DRS, the Annihilator. Caught a little grass on the outside there, coming out of turn 7, I think it was. Now turn 9, takes a lot of curb around the outside. I think he gave up with the game. Are we talking about Timmy here or Scenario? Not too sure. Mystery has left the session again. Well, again, not really again, because he didn't leave the session already. AZ Dog right now in P11. Right behind the AlphaTauri driver, not doing a bad job himself at the moment. As they're keeping it consistent here throughout the SS. There's a yellow flag, and it might have been Reezy. Scenario, he gave up the game, didn't practice. Could be a thing, yeah, indeed. The F122 game, I wouldn't say it's the... Well, this was the curb I was talking about, as we saw Reezy probably went onto the curb and wasn't able to control his car. But yeah, as I said, the F122 game is not the best game made, as there's a lot of glitches and doesn't really put any effort in... I'm not talking about Scenario here, just talking about EA, that they're not putting a lot of effort in making the game better, connection-wise, and I think it's causing a lot of people to not play the game anymore because it's getting boring. It's not developing or anything. So I do understand that people are not going to be racing in April. This game has been there already for like 8-9 months, and it's always the same. There's nothing new coming on. There is not really a storyline. Well, I would say there is a storyline, but not a great one. You know, it's just getting boring. Just league racing in general. Just trying to race every week. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work for you. But if it does and you are not really feeling yourself, or you're not really feeling the game, but you're going to be quitting pretty easily. So that's what's up right now with a lot of drivers. I can talk out of experience. I had my own league. And I did notice that around April, May, a lot of drivers gave up, just started leaving the league. It seems like AZ Dog and Built the Mat are having a battle right now. Built the Mat here takes a lot of grip around the outside. Big Nimbia, are you a friend of Scenario, or what's where does the question come from? Have you been a racer here in the IRC league? Let me know. It seems like Tem Shadow has overtaken his teammate once again. These mediums start to drop off already. It seems like Tem Shadow has overtaken the Annihilator, and both of the drivers have lost the toe of the Williams driver, trying to keep it really consistent here during the first couple of laps in the Japanese Grand Prix, and not doing a bad job as he takes the lead with 2.3 seconds up front. Doesn't seem like the guys are really improving any distance on these guys. Well, on Vettel, of course, and then you've got Goddard is pretty close to Steve Penny, so he might be able to make a move down the main straight in Sector 3. Sector 2 it is. And Sector 3 is quite a short sector, but Goddard is not doing a bad job here. He came all the way from the back of the grid. I mean, I think he crashed P5. He did well. Something happened to him. I'm pretty sure. And he dropped back a little bit, got those positions back up, and currently he finds himself in P5, battling for P4 with Steve Penny. Steve Penny is going to be... No, it is going to be Double Cream Cat being your biggest winner of the evening. As things are looking like right now. 4 positions gained for the AlphaTauri driver. It might even be 5. With a guy in the top 6 crashing, of course. We don't have to hope for that, but... Still, if that would happen, we will be seeing some good points for the AlphaTauri driver. 8 to be exact right now. He's getting 6. As the top 3 gets 25, 18 and 15 points, and then it goes to 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and then 1 point. Then of course 1 point for the fastest lap, as we've got Godarts having a battle with Steve Penny right now in the S's. It is a very difficult section to make an overtake work, as there is a yellow flag in sector 1, and that might have been the Ferrari driver Roscoe. Godarts, who has a better run coming through this corner. He lifts a little bit there to leave some space to Steve Penny. Doesn't need to get safely through turn 8 and turn 9. It seems like they do. Roscoe there, side of the track, trying to leave enough space for these guys to get past. Godarts, who doesn't have a great exit coming out of that corner, and he has to leave some space in between himself and Steve Penny. As it seems like there's not a lot of battling going on right now. Tem Shadow, who has caught up to Vettel, not doing a bad job either. Gained a couple of tenths in 1 lap. Right now he's 1.5 seconds behind Vettel. He might be able to make a move pretty soon. I'm not too sure what sector everyone is better on. If it would be sector 1 for the McLaren driver, or if it would be sector 1 for Vettel. Because, you know, it all depends on what sector you're good at. Well, sector 2 should be the one you should be good at. Because coming out of sector 2... Well... No... Wait, let me get the track. Here it is. Oh, you've only got 1 DRS section? I thought you had 2 coming out of turn 13, turn 14. I thought that was a DRS section. That's weird. I thought it was. Wasn't it? No, I don't think so. Interesting. But a yellow flag, once again. That might have been Roscoe again. As Godarts is pretty close to Steve Penny right now. These two coming into sector 2. As they're getting chased quite heavily by Sami Ladas, who has already caught a couple of positions here. Mystery, AZ Dog wiped me out of turn 1. So that is the thing that was causing yellow flags. I'm sorry to hear that, Mystery, but you know, it's racing. Not everyone can keep himself under control during a race. And neither your car, you know. It is hard to expect that 20 drivers are going to be not touching each other in a race start where you've got a hard braking zone turn 1. You know, everyone is just swerving across the track trying to find a spot. For example, if the guy behind you cannot find that spot, he's just gonna drive straight on you. Well, here's the thing. Going into turn 1, you know, if there is gonna be, let's say, 10 drivers right behind each other, driver 1 can just brake at the normal braking point. Driver 2 will have to brake 2 meters early. Then you've got driver 3 braking 4 meters early. Then you've got... But, I mean, if you take that into consideration, there is a safety car, by the way, as AZ Dog crashes. But if you take that into consideration, the guy at the back is... Well, that's the perfect scenario, by the way. Everyone braking 2 meters up front. Or maybe even 1, doesn't really matter. But let's say that driver 5 in the middle of the grid is going to be braking, instead of 10 meters early, then, well, driver 1, he's going to brake 15 meters early. Then driver 6 will have to brake 2 meters. Well, he'll have to brake 17 meters. But if he doesn't know that driver 5 is going to brake earlier, he's just going to drive into driver 5. Driver 5 is trying to be cautious, but driver 6 doesn't know that, of course. So that is the difficult thing about race starts, and I'm a big fan of driving starts, because in the Australian Grand Prix we saw that the second red flag was continued by a starting formation, right? Like the standing grid formation thing, where the drivers had to go onto their starting grids. Well, the of course the position they were in at that point, and they will have to do a standing still start, and that's just causing so many issues in my opinion. And that's why I'm a really big fan of what's it called, driving restarts. There's a lot of people coming into the pits, in fact almost everyone. Let me have a quick look what tires they will be going on, as it would be a big mistake from the top two to go on to mediums, but they do it anyway. So I'm not too sure if they're going to be able to keep it consistent for 17 more laps on these medium tires. But what they might be doing is going from hards to mediums to softs. But the thing is, you're not going to solve the braking thing into turn one. Well, my Wi-Fi is gone apparently. Hope my stream didn't cut off, but my Wi-Fi wasn't perfectly, so my apologies for that if the Wi-Fi was a little bit gone there. And I hope I didn't get another stream on the thing. I'm gonna have a quick look, guys. Hope it didn't stop. Oh, it did. Oh no, it didn't. Or did it? No, it didn't. Right, that's perfect. But yeah, I was always saying it's not gonna be solved with a rolling start. So I'm not too sure how you can cause less crashes in turn one in actual league racing. I don't know how you can. Because everyone is going to be so close at each other. And it might be, you know, what I would do to solve such things is just saying to everyone, lap 1 is going to be the formation lap, but it is going to be with a rolling start. No, indeed, you can't win a race going into turn 1. That is the problem with league racing. Nobody knows when to brake or when to go, or everyone is using the race line. But let's say everyone is using the race line. You're just going to brake whenever the race line says you have to brake. You're going to be more focused about braking on the race line than braking on the guy up front of you. And if he brakes a little earlier, you're going to be just into the back of him. Yeah, of course, that is a comment that the Annihilator makes. That is, of course, a comment that the Annihilator makes. But what I would do as a league owner, well, I've been a league owner and I just came up with the idea. So, lap 1, where everyone is getting off the grid, right? Just say everyone needs to be... Well, it is not a waste of evening as you're watching my stream right now, so that is absolutely class from my end of the stream, and not from your end because you're saying watching my stream is a waste of the evening. So, but yeah, as I was saying, as a league owner, I would say lap 1, just when the race start is there, like 5 red lights, away we go. Not having away we go. Just do one more lap and act like there's going to be a safety car in front of driver 1. And then just have a rolling start. And that would solve a lot of issues. But then you're going to have issues with like... oh my days. No, guys, don't get it started in my chat. Intronsic, welcome. You know, the Annihilator, you cannot do Intronsic that dirty. He has been a watcher of me for a long time. No, well, Mystery, I don't think he misses racing in IRC because it's always chaos, but I mean, this race was alright. I mean, turn 1 was chaos, but right now it's looking perfect watching. I'm not gonna allow that. But Yeah, that's how I would solve turn 1 issues. And I think it's a reasonable solution, to be honest. I might have to sort well, I might have to propose that to Matt. I don't think he's gonna like it though, because Matt only likes his own IDs. That is a joke. Matt, don't kick me again. That was a joke. Oh, the quality is gone again. Seems to be alright right now, but quality was gone again. My Wi-Fi is acting up. As it seemed like everyone is having some Wi-Fi problems, and it is going to be another safety car lap, as we're already in lap 12. Sami Ladas is coming into the pits. Might go for hard tires here. But yeah, I might have to propose that to Matt. What do you think of the ID mystery? You probably didn't listen. And I'm not going to explain it again, so just rewatch my stream whenever you've got the chance. Because I need to keep it interesting, right? Saying the same things all over again. Yeah, what did you say? I know, you're just focusing on the chat. That is the problem. No, I was saying, solving turn 1 issues. Yeah, you guys, you've got my stream on, but you're not listening. What is this? I'm just gonna... You know what? Enjoy the watching. I'm gonna keep myself quiet. There we go. Goodbye. It will not last very long, as I'm not really someone who can keep his mouth shut. Talk about the rate. Boring for... Guys, I will kick you from this stream. Talk about the race. There's nothing to talk about. We have been we have been in a safety car situation for 5 laps already. What are you saying? You like Martin Brundle. You know, Mystery, if you don't like the stream, just fuck off. Yeah, that's what you get for being mean. I can even kick you, I think. Can I kick you? I can't kick you. I can kick you. Aww. Aww. Wow, you guys are so friendly. How do I get this thing away? There we go. Alright. We're gonna be going. We are gonna be going. The safety car is coming in this lap, as the quality of my stream is once again shit. Battle is gonna go, but when we are not sure. He's gonna go right now. Temp Shadow is gonna be caught sleeping, as he is 6/10 right behind the Williams driver. And the Annihilator not doing a good job either with that safety car restart. But we're seeing Noki pretty close to Double Cream Cat, as he might be able to make an overtake here into turn 2, but it doesn't seem like that is going to happen. Sami Ladas making a move on Reezy, as Reezy lost his car once again here in Japan. Doesn't seem like he is very consistent during these last couple of laps. Go darts. He's not going to be able... Well, he had the issues of trying to get past Steve Penny already last couple of laps, but he needs to make quick work out of it if he wants to be able to get a shot at the top 3, of course. I mean, 3-lap-old Hearts, he might even be able to get past them, Shadow and Vettel. So I'm not too sure if these guys can keep those 3-lap-old mediums on for another 14 more laps. Built a Mad MP9. He's not doing a bad job either, trying to keep it consistent. I mean, dropping back all the way at the back of the grid during the first lap incident. I think it's going to be a hard challenge to get past Sami Ladas, but 4-lap medium old runner Noki might be a good chance towards the end of the race. Sami Ladas makes a move on Noki, beautifully done by the Greek driver, as that is going to be P7 for Sami Ladas. Now Noki is getting chased from behind by Built and Matt. Vettel with the fastest lap of 132.8. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. The safety car came in this lap, so... Noki is gonna have to lose the toe of Sami Ladas here, as he's 4/10s behind the Greek driver. Still losing some time. Sami Ladas, who seems to be right behind Double Cream Cat, The question is going to be, is Double Cream Cat going to be battling with Samilaras? It seems like he is trying to keep it consistent here, not letting the Greek driver pass, although he's a controller driver, so sometimes he has some stiff steering. Doesn't really matter. Samilaras does have to watch out with this braking point, and this was the thing I was talking about. You never know when the guy up front is going to be braking. Samilaras trying to make a block pass work, but beautifully done by Double Cream Cat, defending the inside there, although Samilaras had a better exit coming out of that corner. Might be able to make a move down the inside here of Double Cream Cat. Is he going to go for it? It doesn't seem like it. He has to watch out for that braking point again. Driving behind Double Cream Cat. Now, down the main straight. Does he have a good exit? It seems like it. He's going to use a lot of ERS to try and get past Double Cream Cat, as he doesn't want to lose any more time battling the AlphaTauri driver. And now the guys behind want to get past Double Cream Cat as soon as possible. DRS is enabled too, so Noki might be able to make a move. Oh, he's coming into the pits. 5-lap-old mediums. What is he doing now? Built and mad. He's not going to be... I mean, he is going to battle his teammate though. Because those guys have a history of battles already, as Tem Shadow has caught up to Vettel. Once again, 6 tenths between the two, and Vettel seems to have some good pace, some good first position pace, as usually the guys up front are Tem Shadow or Samilaras, but right now they've got a new competitor, and Vettel entered the room there, as he is not really influenceable by any nerves or something. So Vettel 7 tenths actually in the lead. Stems really has to put on the pressure on the throttle to try and get past or even close down the gap on Vettel. And so he really got the pace here in Japan. He might have practiced quite a bit, as I don't think that Tem Shadow needs to worry about that, as he is already quite far up the lead, and his main competitor Antronzik has left the league. So he's not going to be able to compete for that win in the championship already. And Tem Shadow seems to have better speed down the main straight, but Vettel seems to get that time back during Sector 1 and Sector 2, and he might have some higher downforce setups, as Double Cream Cat and Built a Mat are having a battle here. Built a Mat, who has made the move work. Now Gotards, who has seemed to caught up with Steve Penny, but he's not close enough yet, as these three will now have a battle for the top 4. Steve Penny trying to get some good points on the board for the Haas team. But we also have to look at the tires, of course, because the hard tire runners are going to have the benefit at the end of the race. Still 10 more laps to go, 11 to be exact. And if you can calculate it yourself, the medium tire runners will be on 17-lap-old mediums. And that is going to be a hard challenge around Japan. I wouldn't say... I was just saying that. And Transic, what? Don't. I was just saying that. But yeah, as I said, the hards are going to be better at the end of the race. And if definitely around Japan, it's going to be difficult to... How do I say this? To maintain your mediums. Because you've got some... Well, the S's, of course. That is some tire degrading corners, and on the mediums it's very hard to really keep your tires in good state. Well, while I think it is more easy to make it work on the hards. Tem Shadow was trying to get past Williams driver, but it doesn't seem like he is gonna be able to, and he's got to wait one more lap, as we know that Vettel is gonna be faster in Sector 1 and Sector 2, so maybe in Sector 3 he might be able to make the move back again, as he's 3 tenths behind the Williams driver. Here we're seeing Godards still trying to make his way around Steve Penny, as the Haas driver is really having the pace right now. It's just finding his grooves, finding the track, finding his car, and it seems like he has in Japan, as he's keeping some 2 good fast drivers right behind him. Gotards might seem to be able to make an overtake pretty soon here, maybe in turn 11, as he has good exit coming out of turn 9. He has to use a little bit of ERS to be able to make a dive bomb into turn 11, but he's not going to as he backs out of the move. He is within a couple of tens though, has a better exit coming out of that. Ooh, Steve Benny actually has a better exit coming out of that corner, as Noki is going to retire, and there is going to be a safety car. So who is going to come into the pits? Are the medium tire runners going to come into the pits? I'm not too sure. The Annihilator has a distance of 6 seconds onto Tem Shadow and Vettel. But Samilaras might not come into the pits, but I do expect Vettel and Tem Shadow to come into the pits. Red flag. I don't think so. I don't think so. 4 drivers have DNF'd already. Vettel is coming into the pits. Tem Shadow is 2. As that would be a great strategy in my opinion, but will they go onto mediums or will they go on hards? Seems like Vettel is going on mediums. Probably Thames too, as the Annihilator stays out. Ooh, so is Steve Penny, and so is Gotards. So is Samilaras. Ooh, I don't think that would be the best solution. As the guys behind, P5 has now the fastest tires on the grid. So he's going to make quick work out of P4, P3, and P2, and P1. Especially those hard tire runners. I think, you know, if you take that into consideration, right? Let me do the calculations. 10 more laps, 9 more laps. That would be 17 lap old hards with 7 lap old mediums. Oh, Big Nim, are you scenario yourself? Because I don't think so. Well, it could be. Wait, why did I no way, why did I pin this? Oh, I shouldn't have pinned that. Yeah, 4 laps, it's gonna be 4 laps again. Depends on how fast Reezy is gonna close down the gap. The Annihilator's hearts are fine apparently. But it's still going to be a long race though. 9 more laps. We're already over the 1 hour gap as Noki has left the session here. Mystery wants me to unmute him. Wait, how did you get back in? Oh no. How did you get back in? Wait, I got to time out you again. Hack Twitch. Do I believe that? Do I believe that? But Mystery, talking about tactics is not really... What tactics can you be talking about? Why censor? Oh, it's because I don't want any bad words to be said in my stream. It's a child-friendly stream. You know, the only tactics that could be talked about is the tire strategy, and it was already made because everyone came into the pits. It was quite obvious, and I cannot predict if there's going to be another safety car, so I cannot talk about how that is going to play into the tactics. And I usually do a strategy prediction at the beginning of the race. So as you can see here, hold up and get that up real quick. You probably know though. Here it is. You see, the guys have now gone for medium hard and then mediums again, or hard mediums and then mediums. I don't know. I'm not gonna ban you. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm never banning anyone because everyone deserves a second chance, except for the Annihilator. He is just a twat. I can, you know, guys. You know what the thing is. You know what the thing is. I can say bad stuff because I've got a reason to say bad stuff. But you cannot say bad stuff because you're a normal person. Ha, haha. I hack Twitch too on my own way. It seems like Reezy has caught up again, so we might be able to see the safety car coming in already. And then we will have 7 more laps of racing, maybe even 8 if you take lap 27 on top of it. But Steve Penny, I mean, he has not really an incognito race, but he has not had a lot of incidents or a lot of overtakes or a lot of crashes or something. I mean, he's just keeping it consistent, and that is what I like about drivers, of course. Gotart's usually one of those drivers too, you know, whenever he's getting a good performance, he's just, you know, what the thing is, when you say who is it getting into the top 3? Let's say Gotart's is into the top 3, you almost every time it is going to be, oh yeah, it's just because he was consistent. And when you've got that with, for example, Sami Ladas, you're gonna be thinking about, did Sami Ladas really be consistent, or did he have a crash and did he... Oh my days! Sami Ladas trying to make the move on the Red Bull driver here, Gotarts. Now down the inside, Sami Ladas is gonna have those medium tires. 0 lap old medium tires, and he has made the move on Gotarts. They're still going side by side, as I think Gotarts got pushed wide a little bit there. But right now trying to get the battle back with Sami Ladas. It's going to be a lost challenge because Sami Ladas is running those 0 lap old mediums. And now he's chasing the Haas driver Steve Penny, as that is going to be even a more difficult task. Now, ooh, Temp Shadow. Vettel had a little snap there. He's getting overtaken by Temp Shadow, but he's trying to make the move back again here into turn 9. He's not going to be able to. He's got to wait until turn 10 or turn 11. And I don't think he has a good exit coming out of that corner, so he's taking a wide line to be able to get a better exit onto the main straight here, and he might be able to going into turn 12. He's not next to the McLaren driver, and we know that Vettel is running a high downforce setup, so we're not going to be seeing him make an overtake onto the straights. Vettel has to work with his setup, and I think the best option for the Williams driver is to make a move into sector 2 or sector 1, one of the two, but I don't think sector 3 overtake is going to be able to work for the Williams driver, as Temp Shadow really has some good pace down the main straight. He lost his braking point there. I think he did, and he had a little snap there. Oh my days, what is wrong with my Wi-Fi, guys? Apologies for my Wi-Fi. Double Cream Cat is having a battle with Temp Shadow here though, but Temp Shadow had a little snap there coming into that corner, and he kind of lost his car and just went straight, so that was an easy overtake for Vettel. Now his next target is going to be Gotarts, and we might be able to see a race win from the Annihilator here, going onto the hards, trying to make the run well, the long-lasting run work, and it seems like he is. For some reason, my Wi-Fi is really acting up. I need to look at that. Apologies, guys. If the stream is lagging, my apologies. Vettel pretty close to Gotarts now down the inside. He has made the move work, and his Gotarts gonna try and make the move back again down the inside. He's almost closing the gap there. Well, what is this Hammond again? And Transic, come on, buddy. You know you can't do that. And Transic, who has made the move on Gotarts too. Gotarts, who's trying to get back into that top 5 position. And you see the base difference down the straight between Temp Shadow and Vettel. He's just gaining so much time on the straight. It's not normal, and he's gonna have DRS2. Fastest lap for Temp Shadow, 132.5. McLaren driver is on a fast one here, as he's trying to redeem himself for that little mistake he has made. 3-second time penalty for Reezy, and it seems Temp Shadow also has a penalty to work with. Let's have a quick look. A 6-second time penalty, so he might not be able to get that removed, as he's getting chased by Gotarts right behind him. 2 tenths between the two, and he has a better exit coming out of the corner. Gotarts right now, the Red Bull driver, he's not going to be able to make a move into turn 8, maybe in turn 9, although that's a hard braking zone to the right side, and that is not going to be working. Now into turn 11, he needs to take a wide line. He might be able to. He's not taking a wide line. That's pretty interesting, as that will not be able to, well, he will not be able to make a move here, but He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. Temp Shadow has those 6 seconds. And Temp Shadow, I mean, he might be able to get 3 seconds removed, but definitely not 6. So if I were Goatdarts, I would just keep it right behind Temp Shadow and just make the move. He doesn't have to get that position on track. He just has to get it after the penalties. And it seems like it's a little bit of a disappointing evening for Temp Shadow tonight, as he finds himself in P5 with 6 seconds penalty. And that is going to bring him all the way to P7 as Double Cream Cat. Whoa, Double Cream Cat might be able to get P6 here, as Samilaras is going to throw it down the inside, down the main straight. And that is going to be moved on before the corner is there. Steve Penny got overtaken and Samilaras is going to capture P2. And I'm not too sure what my predictions were, but I think I said Vettel P1, Samilaras in P2, and the Annihilator in P3. No, the Annihilator was going to be the biggest loser. Oh no, my prediction is not going to come through because he is currently in P1, not doing a bad job. But we might be able to see Samilaras catch up with the McLaren driver. It all depends on the state of the McLaren driver's tires. I'm talking about the Annihilator here. And Vettel, 2 tenths behind Steve Penny. We might be able to see a move. And it all depends on how fast Vettel is going to be able to overtake Steve Penny. On whether Temp Shadow is going to get into the top 3, overtaking Vettel. Because, I mean, if Vettel is going to be easily overtaking Steve Penny, and Temp Shadow is going to have some troubles overtaking Steve Penny, we're almost definitely going to be seeing a Williams top, well, 2 drivers from Williams in the top 3. But, for example, if Vettel cannot overtake Steve Penny anytime soon, Temp Shadow is going to have a shot on overtaking the Williams driver. And we've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. That is once again going to be Reezy, unfortunately, as the Mercedes driver doesn't have the race of his evening. Well, of his life here this evening. I mean, he's still scoring points. He's still going to score 4 points, so nothing to blame him, as Samilaras is going to... No, it's going to be Vettel throwing it down the inside. He has a little bit of straight line speed. It seems like he's using some DRS and ERS there, as he will be making a move done on the Haas driver and Temp Shadow. He's looking aggressive here in Sector 1, but it's going to be difficult to get past Steve Penny. Steve Penny, who said he wasn't going to be attending tonight due to him being not so very great at Japan, but it seems like he absolutely is, as he finds himself in P4, catching 12 points on the board right now. It all depends on if Temp Shadow is going to be able to overtake him, or if he's not. I do definitely think that Steve Penny is going to hold this position, but it could also be that Temp Shadow is going to be overtaking him. So it all depends on later during this race. Vettel finds himself right behind Samilaras. Samilaras, who seems to be struggling a little bit. He lost the toe of the Annihilator. He might have made a little mistake, but Vettel has caught up to his teammate here. Are we going to see a Williams podium for both drivers, or is one driver going to drop out of the top 3? As things are looking like right now, Steve Penny is not going to be able to close down the gap, as he's getting chased by Temp Shadow here. Now into turn, what turn is that? I think it's turn 15. He's going to be making a move, so Temp Shadow finds himself right behind Samilaras, as Vettel has made the move on his teammate. Samilaras is just going to hold back Temp Shadow. Welcome Shuki in the chat. Glad you're here, as Temp Shadow seems to be lagging a little bit, but we might still be able to see Steve Penny in the top 4, so we need to have a look at those 6-second penalty for Temp Shadow. As I said already, he might be able to get removed 3 seconds, but most definitely don't think he's going to be able to get 6 seconds removed. Samilaras, who is doing an absolutely amazing job keeping the McLaren driver right behind him here into turn 8. He's going to take the defensive line into turn 9. He's going to have a better exit, and that will still leave him with a P3. Still 2 more laps to go here in the Japan Grand Prix. And it is going to be an exciting finish, as we also have Goatdarts trying to make a move on Steve Penny. And these 4 are not leaving each other's side, as it seems like Vettel has caught up with the Annihilator. I hope we're not going to see a safety car. Starts just losing the toe a little bit here. He's not going to have the DRS down the main straight, as there is no DRS possibility here. Vettel has caught up to the Annihilator. He's within 1 second. And he's gonna get the DRS down the main straight. Well, the start-finish straight, of course, not the main straight. If he has a good exit coming into the chicane, and a good exit coming out of the chicane, 5 tenths between the two, he's most definitely gonna be able to make a move. Next lap, probably. As the Annihilator defends the inside line there, trying to get away from the Toad. Vettel has a little snap there. The Annihilator needs to push, as Vettel also needs to be pushed a little bit there, and that's causing him to make a few mistakes, as there's 7 tenths between the two. Temp Shadow quite close between behind Sami Ladas, and Gotthard's pretty close to Steve Penny. But yeah, as Scenario said, Mystery said in the chat, Japan is a really difficult track to make an overtake on, but you can keep it so close together. Banan. Yes, Banaantje. Banaantje. Yassine is een banaantje. Sorry guys, that was my little brother. So, well, brother-in-law. Well, not in-law yet, but you know, let's say he's just my brother, you know. And Vettel 7 tenths. It's not gonna be close enough, but Temp Shadow might be able to make a move on Sami Ladas here. 3 tenths, 2 tenths. He's gonna be close enough, but not close enough to make a move into turn 15. He has to wait onto the DRS straight, as he will most definitely be able to make a move on Sami Ladas. How many ERS apologies do both of them still have? What? What? Oh, the Annihilator got overtaken by Vettel. All my days, I was looking at the chat. Oh no, the Annihilator loses his car, and he might be able to get chased by Sami Ladas right now. It is the last lap. The Annihilator caught with nerfs. The nerfs. It's always the nerfs last lap. Luckily, he didn't crash last lap, but he had a little snap there. As Gotthard will have to be happy with a P5 here. Although, down the main straight, he might be able to make a move. And Sami Ladas is doing a good job keeping Thames behind him and just trying to create a gap between the two. Of course, Sami Ladas and the Annihilator. Vettel, also a big one, has a lead of 2.2 seconds, and this is going to be his second consecutive race win of the IRC Racing League. Is he going to catch Temp Shadow? I don't think so. Well, in the driver standings, I don't think so. But he's most definitely going to be able to get into the top 5. And Temp Shadow with his last run, he's going to drain all of his ERS. Sami Ladas is not going to defend the inside here. And this might be a big overtake for Temp Shadow. Sami Ladas did the best thing he could. But it's going to be race over with Temp Shadow in P3. I mean, oh, the Annihilator has another snap there. He has to watch out. Reezy retired from the session. Come on. Come on, no way. He did all the way this. Oh, the Annihilator still gets P2 here, as it was really close. 110 between the two. Steve Penny in P4. Gotthard's in P5. Double Cream Cat has P6. There we go. Double. And then we've got Temp Shadow in P7. Built Mad is going to get P8. Apologies. And who has fastest lap here? The fastest lap goes to Temp Shadow. So with his 6-second time penalty, he's going to be dropping back all the way to P7. And I got my race winner, Vettel. I've got it correct. I've got Sami Ladas into the top 3. That's also correct. I've got 2 safety cars. No, we had 3 safety cars, didn't we? And the biggest winner was going to be... Who did I have as biggest winner? Vettel. But it's not going to be our biggest winner, unfortunately, as your biggest winner is going to be Double Cream Cat. I'm proud of you, buddy. And biggest loser, Temp Shadow. Who did I have as biggest loser? I think the Annihilator, which most definitely isn't the biggest loser here on this track tonight. And this is going to be race over. We're going to be looking at the standings real quick before we're going to shut down the stream. Driver of the day is going to be Sami Ladas, apparently, as I would say, Double Cream Cat Also has a honorable mention. Williams driver is going to come out of the pits to capture his trophy. Vettel in P1, the Annihilator in P2, and to finish off the top 3, it's going to be Sami Ladas, the Williams driver. Kept it consistent. He had a little incident at the beginning of the race, but he climbed back up the grid. Capture P3 here. Further, we've got Steve Penny, Gotards, Double Cream Cat, Tem Shadow, Built and Mad. And we've got the DNF guys, Reezy, Noki, AZ Dog, Roscoe, and Mystery, who had an interesting race, all of them. It was an interesting race, a lot of safety cars, a lot of long safety cars to be exact. But I thank you very much for watching. We saw a lot of things happening today, but if you missed a couple, make sure to rewatch the stream. So thank you very much for watching. This was season 13, round 13 of the Japan Grand Prix here in the international racing community. My name is Phoebe Thomas, and I thank you very much for watching. Peace out.